Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and today I'm welcoming you to a sort of Minecraft video. This is a new place you've never seen. This is my desktop. I just thought to show you how it's organized and everything. But today, as you can see from the title, I'm making a tutorial. Now, a tutorial is not something that I've did lately or probably ever on this channel, but I thought of myself to do this tutorial because it's kind of nice and it's kind of funny. So what we are going to do is very basic. We are going to show you how to turn your 8-bit skin into a 4-bit skin. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, why the hell would you want to do that? Well, I have no idea. I literally have no idea. I just thought it looked cool and I thought to share it all with you, or to share it with you all. No matter, but okay. So the first thing you're gonna do is very basic, okay? We are gonna find the skin we want to turn into 4-bit pixels. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna look at the things that I have, Minecraft, and then I'm gonna go into skins. Now it's probably not gonna be like that on your computer because I believe most of our skins are actually different, but if it is, I have no idea how I managed. And now I need to choose a skin. Now to make it more nowish like, I'm gonna choose a skin which is a 1.8 format one. So what I'm gonna do is by the way, this is the final product. I know most tutorials don't show, but this is the final product. This is the 4-bit skin, whilst the regular skin looks like this. So look at the change. This is the regular skin. This is the 4-bit skin. Regular, 4-bit. It still has the same effect as the regular skin, but it's not basically the same. So yeah, now we can go out of these two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose a skin which you've already shown on this channel. I've actually made it on the channel, and it's gonna be this one. It is my zombie skin. Now it's kind of like my skin, sorta, and that's what I'm gonna use. So the first thing you will need to download, and I highly recommend you downloading this program just because it's amazing to use and it's very nice. For those of you who don't use Photoshop or things like this, you can use paint.net. Just Google up paint.net, find it, download it, it's amazing. And when you download it, you can just open it up, as always, open up the program and let it open up. Now my computer is kind of slow at the moment, so don't judge, but it's gonna open up quite fast because it's not that a heavy program. And yeah, so I just like changing the hardness of my eraser to this, but it doesn't matter in what we're gonna do today. Now what you want to do is you want to take the file that you want to turn into 4 bits. In your case it's going to be a skin, in my case it's going to be this skin. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag it over here, wait a bit, and then it pops in here, and then you're going to drag it all over the screen that you are greeted with. Now you just need to let go, and then it asks you if you want to open or add layer. You want to select open, because if you select add layer, that means it would put it somewhere around here and it would look kind of derpy. So you open it up, and now you have a new file which is your skin and you can see it. Now obviously you can use the magnifying tool and everything to zoom in and see everything. All of these tools I will teach you about some of them, but mostly you don't need to know. By the way, if you don't see any of these pages all around here and I'm pointing at them, they are adjustable over here. I have all of them turned on because I like seeing them all, but you can adjust them here. If I click this, it goes away. You see? So don't worry, okay. So now that we've got this all straight, we can start working on our 4-bit skin. Now beforehand, we need to learn how does the skin actually work. What do I see here in front of me? What happens to it? So it's kind of basic, okay? This is the head. These are all the 6 sides of the heads, the upper side, the downer side, the right and left, the front and the back. The same goes here for the helmet part, I suppose you'd call it, the upper head part. This is the right leg. This is the entire belly part, the left hand, the right hand, I suppose, the left leg, something like that. Now because there are a few layers, it's something odd, but in your case you probably won't want to know this because you're not going to edit the skin in here. You're going to edit it in a program or a site, but to make this you're just going to know how to tell parts of your skin apart. So this is like one part of my skin, this is another part of my skin, this is another part of my skin, and this is another part of my skin. So you're going to need to know about that, but you can Google it up and learn. So it's kind of basic from this point on. It's kind of a grindy work if you're going to do this, but I suppose the results are kind of satisfying. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the parts, okay? You select your first part. So what you're going to do with this part, you are going to shrink it down to the point where it is a 4x4 part, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 pixels by 1, 2, 3, 4 pixels, okay? But what you do need to know is if this part that you've selected has a transparency in it, you're not gonna do what I exactly did, okay? So let's take this part for example. It has transparent part in it. This is transparent, all of this section is transparent, and like this and this. So in that case, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this tool, which you can adjust the size of this, but as you can see when I adjust the size, it makes like kind of a half shaded colors, and we don't want that because Minecraft doesn't support that. So what you're doing in that case, you click on this and then it changes to nearest neighbor. In that case, it won't actually make any half transparent pixels. It would literally just do this. So I like using the nearest neighbor to places where there's transparency and the linear to places when there is none. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start working on this. It's gonna be very grindy, but yeah, so as you can see, I'm on linear, so I'm taking all these parts and I'm just making them tiny, okay? So that is what I'm expecting from you to do. Now I'm gonna start a speed time lapse, and yeah, I might just not want to do that actually quite yet because I need to explain one more thing, but this is gonna be our head for some reason. So everything needs to be downgraded to half of its size. So let's say it's technically not a half, it's technically a quarter of its size, okay? So let's say the arms and hands are in the same length, okay? So what you do is you make sure it goes into 2 pixels width, and then you'll see as you drag along it can go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pixels high, okay? So I'm sorry, 6 pixels high. I'm sorry, don't take me wrong on here. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm actually pressing Control in order to downsize it, because if I were to not press Control, I could have done this thing, and unfortunately that does not look good. So I hold here and then I press Shift, I'm sorry, and then I downgrade it to this size, okay? So you should probably know by now what to do. In these tiny parts you need to press Control and downgrade them to a 2x2 area. And yeah, so hopefully everything works out to you. I'm gonna start a time lapse, you'll see exactly what I'm doing. If you have any problems, please write them down in the comment section. I'll be happy to explain what you've done wrong and how can you fix it. So I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get back to you in a bit. Okay guys, welcome back from the time lapse. I hope you enjoyed that awesome song that I put, which I have no idea what it is because I haven't got to edit this video yet because I'm still recording it. So I hope that you have got to the point in which I am at the moment. If you didn't, please watch back the video, try and understand what I said, because yeah, I have no better way of explaining it. But yeah, once you reach this point, everything is gonna look half the size of everything, okay? So it's gonna be very, very odd. But now what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to remember the scales in which you used beforehand. So let me demonstrate, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all the parts that we did and we're gonna stay on nearest neighbor. We're not gonna leave nearest neighbor, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna increase them back to their original size, but now they are more pixelated. Now if you're not on nearest neighbor, this is not gonna work. So you should better be on nearest neighbor, okay? I can't really say that more times than I've just said it. So what I'm gonna do right now is very, very, very basic. I am gonna increase everything once more. I'm gonna show you it a bit on camera, and yeah. Now, if you could have seen at the time lapse, I'm actually gonna skip this section just to show you something. The sleeves of my skin, they like had 1 pixel down, okay? They had 1 pixel which was transparent, but I still made them in the same size of everything. That's because I don't care. So I'm just gonna take the sleeves, and now when I increase them back up, now I'm not gonna have that 1 pixel here to work with. So that means that, yeah. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase everything up to its original size. The way you'd probably know that it has worked, if you don't know what were the original sizes, first of all, it's all gonna connect up quite nicely, make like a very, very solidated picture at the end. But the other thing you can do is when you select something, you're gonna want to see, like, you're gonna want to go to the most thinner side. So in this case, this is the biggest side, and this is the most thinner side, okay? And you're gonna see when it reaches 2 pixels of width, and when everything looks like it's 2 big squares. So now this is 2 pixels of width, okay? And let's take this as an example or something. Now this is the thin side and this is the huge side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase it until this gets to 2 pixels width. So there's 1 and 2 pixels over here. So yeah, you're gonna need to do that, and when you are done, you are all set to go with your skins. So I'm gonna initiate another time lapse. Maybe it's the same song, maybe it's not, I have no idea, but maybe. And I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay guys, so we are all done and dusted, okay? So this is basically this is the skin you've got. So its original version, I'm just gonna show you it once more. I'm gonna save this as something. I'm gonna call it save as, let us go into here, and then I'm gonna call it Razmd Zombie 4-bit skin. So yeah. Now I'm gonna show you the comparison, okay? See, they say I accidentally went into Minecraft. So I'm gonna show you the comparison, okay? So first off, wait a second, I'm gonna increase. Okay, so look at this, okay? So first off, there is this skin, and if we look good, you can see this is the original skin, and if we turned it to 4-bit, it looks like this. So it basically looks like a picture that has been downgraded quite a bit in its resolution, but it still keeps the same features and it looks kind of nice. So yeah, but before we finish this off, I have to showcase one last thing. So I'm gonna change this into my Minecraft skin, and I'm gonna meet you back over there, and you can close this file if you want. So yeah, I'm gonna meet you back in Minecraft. So I'll see you all then. Okay guys, are you ready? Are you ready? Here's a sneak peek. Are you ready? Ta-da! So yeah guys, this is how it looks. It kinda actually has the same look as the regular zombie skin, if I may say so myself. And of course it worked with all the layers if you've done everything correct. So let's say I take off let's say all the layers, okay? So yeah, it looks basically good. It has the same neat looking of a zombie, but an only 4-bit version. So yeah, and by the way guys, I've went into this map just to say something about it. So I'm here on the toy shop. If you watch this series or still watch it, you probably may or may not enjoy it. But if you're wondering why hasn't there a video of it coming in the I have no idea what I'm saying. Why hasn't there been a video of this map in a while? I've actually tried recording one and it didn't really go as planned, and some things didn't work, so I'm kind of bummed about it. But I might just get into this map again quite soon, but for now it's gonna stay as is. And yeah, so that's about it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is how you can make your skin into a 4-bit video, and that's about it. So I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye guys.